last year has been a critical moment when it comes to the spread of online harms and a moment on a global scale. As a result of the pandemic, we've just seen more of the global community online, and COVID lockdowns really sent people online in search of answers. Over the course of last year, Moonshot recorded significant increases globally in appetite for conspiracy theories, and anti-Semitism, and anti-Asian sentiment across the spectrum, a whole range of online harms. And we know that extremist movements, terrorist movements, disinformation, the spread of disinformation, those actors all thrive on moments of crisis. And crises are moments where we typically see those sorts of actors really grasping to turn fear and anxiety in society into an opportunity to grow. And they've done that very strategically, very deliberately, using the internet to amplify those narratives. Last year, we saw a 69% increase in attempts to access far-right content in Australia, a 37% increase in countries like the United States. That now, a year on from the pandemic, has increased to 140% higher engagement with white supremacy content. So the last year has really been a year where people are going online in search of hate and violence. And what we at Moonshot are doing is providing them with safer alternatives, reaching them at scale with information that is factual and which really seeks to redirect them from hate spaces.
Vidhya, one of the most divisive figures on social media was former President Donald Trump, and also there were links to the riot in the Capitol, whether he was an instigator for that, and we've seen this banning and suspension of Trump from these major sites, and that continues from the likes of Facebook to Twitter. How significant was that to send a message to others that may also go down the path of posting inappropriate tweets?
Well, look, the movements which have been made around President Trump's accounts are really unprecedented. And I think it really has been a remarkable step for so many of the tech companies to, in such a united fashion, take that action. Yet so much of the focus here when it comes to the response from the January 6th insurrection, so much of the focus has been on content removal, on taking accounts down. And this is incredibly important. It's an effective way of stemming the spread of this sort of incitement to violence. And tech companies have really been improving their efforts to moderate and remove that content. But it's really important to remember that that's not going to stem the spread of violent extremism and incitement to violence on its own. And this is really for three reasons. The first is that the large majority of violent extremist content may not actually be eligible for takedowns according to the terms and service and policies of the tech companies. And oftentimes actors that are inciting violence online, they walk the line, and they do that incredibly well. But secondly, when content is removed, when an account is removed, the post, the video, or the account is deleted, but not the individual who posted it. That person still exists in the community around us. They may continue to repost online or maybe even move to another platform, as we've seen with the support circle around Donald Trump in the aftermath of January 6th. And the third reason why moderation is not enough is there are still many spaces on the internet which are just not even liable for takedowns. And this is where we've been working with the tech companies to really focus on proactive channels, ways of using the online space to proactively reach out to audiences, connect them in with services that can de-escalate them from violence, and possibly work with them in the long run to pull them out of these sorts of ideologies.